The sort of momentousness of this weekend and what it means for music in our area is not lost on me.
Led by Lachlan X Morris, Grand Prix is Newcastle's most dangerous country boogie band, fueled by guitar-monies and on their way to being the official soundtrack of truck stops worldwide. They've also just released a split 7-inch that features their song Hotter Than Donut Grease through Stanley Records. We caught up with Alex, Lachlan and Ben after their set at the 10th edition of Dashville Skyline. So,
Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning. Now, you're all very busy people and get up to all of your own bits and bobs, always playing in different formats. So what was it that made you want to create and form Grand Prix?
I think originally for me the catalyst was I had a handful of country-leaning songs from my Lachlan X Morris catalogue, or songs that I'd written that I hadn't released yet, that I thought, you know what, there's enough here that I should just start a new branch off project, and from then it's just flowed very easily. It's been heaps of fun.
Lachlan has been, in the last few years, really practicing his slide guitar playing. So at least in this band, he can primarily play that and just go nuts with it. So I think
was my COVID hobby.
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted an outlet for that, didn't you?
Totally. Yeah, it's been good to put that into practice and wrangle this boy into a band.
Yeah.
He's doing
I only
insane
met
work.
Alex on the first rehearsal of Grand Prix. Like, he's a good guy, this guy.
He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Besides being a prick, of course.
Yeah, don't go crazy.
Where'd the name come from?
I think I always wanted it to be a lighter project, a bit tongue-in-cheek, and I thought, let's really lean into it. And a lot of the songs from then have also fallen into that kind of genre of silliness.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it took me to figure out it was a play on words
How long?
Grand Prix?
Please tell
so
me.
here I am.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even pick that up. Oh my god.
Mind blown. Same. It was like a few months in, and then someone said, "Oh, that's heaps funny. It's like Grand Prix, but cheeky." I was picturing like big cacti.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking
It
of.
transcends jokes here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big thistles.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel really daft for not picking that up. So
I was
I'm with
the
you on
same.
it.
Don't worry, I was the same. Yeah.
So is there a reason that you've kind of taken a step back from creating under Lachlan X Morris for the moment?
I had a strange moment after playing a gig at the Adamstown Bolo, and this is nothing against the Adamstown Bolo. It's what Matt did there. I know it's having a very frustrating time at the moment, but it was a fine gig. But we finished that gig and kind of was restless that night, going like, I don't know if I feel entirely fulfilled after that gig. So I thought I'm going to have a bit of a break from it. I'd recorded a new album, entirely finished in terms of recording, and it's just kind of sitting there, and I was like, I'm just going to leave it for a bit. I'm just not feeling the fire with it at the moment. I thought this would be a good time to jump ship temporarily and work on this and reconnect with Piddo here, who he was the he played double bass in the first iteration of the LXM band.
Yes.
When it was more of a folk
10
band.
years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it was a long time ago.
Long ass time ago. So that's been really cool to reconnect. And just to keep it feeling fresh, keep music feeling fresh and exciting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have one single out at the moment called Chill
Correct.
Pills.
That's
Yes.
correct.
I also heard in your set there was a little bit of like the goods was in there, which was
Yeah.
exciting.
That's
Totally.
an old Lachlan song,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like, I was discussing with someone last night that some of my old LXM songs felt like they were born to be prick songs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We play Rocky Road when we've been touring, and that's heaps of fun,
I
and
know.
it just fits right in for slide and for cowboy moments. So
You'll see how consistent this guy's body of work it has been for the last decade. It's quite incredible. You know, you can see the growth
over here.
but you can also, it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
it's been fun to resurrect some of those songs.
Yeah.
And the goods fits right in. It's heaps of
Yes.
fun. Yeah.
Oh, and people kind of know that song. Like it's such a catchy chorus, and at least when we play that, like there's people that have heard that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People know it.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
fun.
That's true. And so you've got new music on the horizon, I hear. What's going on
Absolutely.
there?
So I can't be sure who was the kind of driving force behind this idea. I have a feeling it might be Mr. Ben Leese.
I was going to say, so Stanley Records,
Yes.
you're with Stanley Records, who Ben Leese is also with.
Yeah.
How did you, sorry to cut you off on new music, but
No, that's
how did you originally meet them and collaborate?
I think it was
To
at
Ben Leese.
Yeah, I think it was at Rudderless. I think Sunbirds. I was playing there with Sunbirds might have been for Record Store Day. I think it was.
Yeah.
And Dave from Stanley Records was there, and we got chatting about NRL because we both absolute diehard followers of the footy. Yeah. But hey, it got us a bit of a foot in the door.
It
with
got
some
us a
great-
record deal, baby.
Sorry, I've woken up now.
talking to Steeden.
Footy pays.
And I think Ben might have been the one to suggest, hey, Dave, why don't you get Tall Stories and Grand Pricks on a bit of a split 7-inch with Dave Favors and the Roadside Ashes, and that's what's happened. So we've got a split 7-inch record coming out via Stanley Records on October 11, which could be next week, I think.
On chocolate vinyl.
Yeah, well, they're two. The release
two
is called
colours.
Hotter Than Donut Grease, and we've got chocolate brown and strawberry pink vinyl,
That's beautiful.
which look incredible. Hey, Tej, how you going, mate?
Tej.
Yeah, so that's really exciting, and we're going to be doing a tour in support of that. All the dates are online where you usually find that stuff, which would be really fun. Another tour to finish the year. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a big year.
With the view to doing more.
Yeah. Why stop now?
Yeah. So tell me about this new song. What can we expect?
It was one of the first that I wrote for Pricks. It's called Formula One, which falls into the racing kind of car theme that we, tap back into every now and again.
He's kind of like a faceless, nameless person called Juan.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
Formula One.
I mean, he's not nameless at all. He's just got a name. His name's Juan, and
A bit of a title too.
the whole story is that he just doesn't stop driving.
Yeah, he paints the line on the horizon. He gets around.
He hasn't spoken since he was a child. He likes smoking through his silent smile.
There's all kinds of imagery going on there.
Yeah.
We think he's a
He'll
sweetheart.
be sleeping at the Desert Mirage.
Yeah, there's no
There's
valet.
no valet to park his car.
There's lots to like about him.
It's a funny song, yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
and the part that I enjoy most is we get to do a bit of a guitar-mony moment together, which is fun, and it's a happy guitar solo, because I feel like a lot of guitar solos are a little maybe obnoxious or a bit too brooding, and this is a happy one.
Yeah.
It bops around.
So many people do emo solos,
yeah.
man. I
Yeah.
Tortured.
Get
Yeah.
happy with it.
Keep it
Get
above the
happy
belt.
with your improvisation, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
So
you're
that's
into
keep it
guitars,
major.
it's a good band.
Absolutely.
we have fun.
Yeah. And so when you're writing songs for Grand Prix,
Yep.
is it a collaborative effort or?
The way it's worked so far is I've kind of got the skeletons of the song there and the lyrics all mostly down pat, and then we'll come in for a jam to work through them, knowing that these boys are going to have some cool ideas to get from point A to point B, and that's how it's worked, and it's been great. Like one of our songs called The Folden Kind has really come into its own because we had a jam on it, and it brought it to life once these boys put their stamp on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think so far that that kind of mould has worked.
And touring around, like, we'll find little things that work, and then after a gig we'll say, oh, let's do that again. That worked really well. Like, we're constantly kind of like
evolving them.
reshaping them a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're here at Dashville Skyline right now. We have to talk about the set that you did last night. What were some highlights for you, looking out at that huge crowd?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. It all feels like it went really, really quickly, as it always
Yeah.
does when it feels good.
Yeah.
We'd signed up our mate to wave the flag around that we got made, the checkered racing flag. So he came out and started the set waving that around, which was fun.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
No more flag.
No more
Yeah,
flag.
that's why we hired a guy for it, because we're not capable of doing it. So that was a fun start. And then I think our track media scrum's always a good time.
Yeah.
That gets a bit rambunctious.
I loved
What'd you like?
seeing all the little kids. That was magical.
Yeah.
There was heaps of little kids dancing. That was awesome.
Yeah, there's nothing like
And-
singing about popping chill pills when there's a bunch of kids running riot out the front.
They get it.
Bunch of oldies, like a bunch of familiar faces as well who'd seen us before, and it was just nice. It was a good
What did you like, AI?
I just like the whole thing. I've never been to Dashville before.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Westbest before. So this is one hell of a weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a huge weekend for you.
Yeah, for
You got
someone,
the next week off?
Yeah,
recover?
yeah, I will be.
Good.
I'm going to do a lot of sleeping.
Yeah.
But it's the sort of momentousness of this weekend and what it means for music in our area is not lost on me this weekend. It's really profound.
Anything happen to this place.
Yeah,
This must be protected at all
Yeah.
costs.
And what a contrast from, you know, camping on an ant's nest out in Branxton and then going into Newcastle West and playing with all the city bands, all the heavy bands,
Yes,
you know.
that's it. What's your experience been like so far of Dashville? Like, if you had to describe it to someone who isn't here?
Friendly.
Friendly.
Super
Absolutely.
chilled,
There's
yeah.
some good people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like you know everyone, kind of like it's
Almost
just
like you're walking your hometown streets.
yeah. By the end of the night, you do know everyone. Like it's just that type of place, and it's relaxed. Everyone's well behaved. There's no tosses. It's really good.
Well,
Few pricks.
Besides the
I know I can get away with anything here.
we've got a flag.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me. It's been awesome to chat about your music, and I can't wait for this 7-inch to come out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It'll be with us all very soon.
Yeah.
We'll
Exciting.
see you on Sunday.
Can't wait.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thanks, buddy.
Fantastic. Thank you.